What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Home Business Owner Show. I have a young lady with me who I really like. She's a home business owner, but what I like about her, she's a messenger of hope. She's a lifestyle coach, and she's a twin mom boss lady. I love it. T, how
Hey,
are you?
what's up? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Mark, for having me on your platform, first of all.
Oh,
Just want to say that.
awesome. Awesome. I am happy that you are here. Um, you have a great story, and I am so excited that you're going to share it with my people. All right, well, let's get right into it. As a home business owner, first thing we want to know, why did you start a home business?
Right. Well, that is a very good question to ask. For me, I started 2 years ago in 2018. And at the time, my sons were 8 months old. My
Mhm.
sons were 8 months old, and I didn't have a job. I was a broke stay at home mom. Yep, broke stay at home mom. Let me say that. That was my title, broke stay at home mom. I was actually living in my mom's living room with my twin boys. So just imagine, nap time and a house full of people and things like that. So living in my mom's living room at the time and not making an income, living off of, the state funds, right?
Mhm.
And I came across a friend of mine that was actually promoting to work online. And at first I thought it was a complete scam. I was like, what is this? So, but I knew I needed something that was going to help change because I knew I needed to make an income.
Right.
So I needed to figure out a way aside from having to take my boys to daycare and miss some things of them growing up and stuff as a mom. That's something that kicked in that I was like, I don't want to miss their first steps, their first crawling experience. I don't want to miss nothing. So I thought about all those things and was like, yeah, I would really love to work from home. I'd really love to make an income from home. And plus, two, my whole other thing was that I hated every single job that I've ever had. To work for, someone else, to have an alarm to wake up at a certain time, be somewhere at a certain time, take a 30-minute break, which wasn't even enough time for me to eat. And then to be stuck in traffic to come home and, just thinking about picking up my sons from daycare and, them saying like, hey, your son just took his first steps, and I just thought about all of that and was like, I don't want to have to go through that. So I knew I needed something that was gonna change that. And my friend was promoting this, and I didn't actually do what she was doing because she was on some app stuff, download some
Mhm.
apps, and that didn't really seem to interest me. But she started telling me to join these groups that was like work from home groups on Facebook. So I started joining these work from home groups, and I found a lot of different types of industries like jewelry, all types of
Different
stuff.
niches.
Yes, cleaning products and stuff like that. And there was one that stuck out to me where a gentleman introduced me to a tea. It was a detox tea. And for me, because I was having a hard time losing weight after I gave birth to my sons, I went back to the gym. I did everything that I possibly could to work out and eat good, right?
I seen your gym
Yeah,
videos, guys. I hope look, she's probably going to give us a link to her Instagram where you can see it. She does this is
my
a very talented
transformation.
young lady, very talented.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, so he was promoting these products, and for me, like I said, I had a hard time losing weight after I gave birth. And then I went through this thing because after having twin boys, my stomach was huge. My pregnancy picture is like, whoo, I was a huge ball. I was very huge, but I had this thing called diastasis recti. And maybe some women, hopefully someone on here who's watching this, could be inspired by this or could learn more about this. But I didn't know about diastasis recti until my physical therapist told me about it. And I had to go to physical therapy because of the fact that I was going to kickboxing, I was doing all types of ab workouts after I gave birth. I didn't let my body heal after I had my C-section. Oh. And what had happened was I ended up making my body a lot worse. I ended up making my spread a lot worse. I was like 5 fingers deep. And even after I gave birth, I still looked like I was pregnant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when, long story short, I went to physical therapy. I couldn't work out. I was bummed. I started turning to food, right? Depressed eating and stuff like that. And so when I found out about these weight loss products, I was like, okay, this is it. I got to lose weight. I know I got to lose weight, and I know I got to make money from home. So I joined immediately.
It only makes sense.
Yeah, as skeptical as I was, because the line was lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I was like, there's no way you could lose 5 pounds in 5 days from a detox tea, right? But I knew I needed something that was going to help change my body, change my income, because I wasn't making an income. Right. So I said yes immediately. And I got that tea. And as much as I didn't really believe that it was going to work, it worked. It worked. I remember me and my mom, like I had my mom be a test trial of it too. And she ended up losing 4 pounds in 5 days. And I lost 7 pounds in 5 days.
Wow.
So it was just amazing. And I was like, wow, I instantly got attached and fell in love with the products. And by doing that, I just started sharing my story and started making an income. Yeah. So 2 years later, I've been able to rank up during this quarantine. Everybody who lost their jobs during the pandemic and stuff, a lot of things has been going on throughout the past months, and it's unfortunate, right? I'm over here, like I've been working from home. I didn't miss my son's first birthday, their second birthday, their third birthday. And I'm just super blessed to have a home-based business, to be able to be a mom, a twin mom, working from home with my sons. It's just an absolute blessing. Yeah.
Absolutely. The thing I like that you said was, I said yes.
I said yes.
You didn't know if it would work, but you said yes.
Yes.
Guys, there is a lot of you probably out here on the fence. You're probably getting a lot of negative feedback from friends and family. But if you want to change your life, it starts with a decision. And I suggest that decision is yes. Now, T, how important to you is coaching? And what part of coaching, what part did coaching play in your success?
Like me coaching?
Or somebody coaching you?
Or somebody oh yeah, absolutely. So throughout my first couple of months in network marketing, I knew nothing about network marketing. I just said yes to it. I said yes to it because I said yes to a change. I knew I needed that change, right. And I said yes to my health and my income. But having a coach is, it comes in true handy, because I could tell you that the first couple of months of me being in business for myself, I didn't know what I was doing. All I did was share my story to people and, things like that. And what ended up happening actually was my sponsor ended up going ghost on me. So nowhere to be found. And I just was lost. I didn't know who else to turn to, what else to do. I knew I loved the products, the company and everything. I didn't want to leave just because my upline, my sponsor had left, right? So I had to turn to something or someone. And having a mentor, and it doesn't even have to be a coach or a mentor that you personally like know, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for a coach. Like I actually turn to free resources like Tony Robbins, Les Brown. There's so many great mentors out there that you can listen to for free without having to pay a ton amount of money on a coach.
Those are great guys.
No, yeah, those are really good too, though. If you have an actual coach, make sure you know and trust that you're going to get the results from having that coach. But for me, I looked up to leaders in my company who are 6-7 figure earners, $1 million earners. You know, I've been connected with them. I look to, like I said, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, so many different, Dean Graziosi. These
all
are
the big
all
names.
great. Yes, all big names, great motivational speakers, Mel Robbins. Like I listen to their videos every single morning. And I didn't know that for the first, I'd say, year and a half of me being in network marketing. I didn't know how important self-development really is. And to have a coach that's going to guide you to where you want to go and where you need to be. So yeah, a coach is very important. A coach and mentor, yeah.
I am a very big believer in personal development and coaching.
Oh yeah, you have to be when you're in this industry, yeah. Because it's so easy to quit. It's so easy to just make an excuse and like look at where I could have been. I could have easily said, oh, my sponsor quit, so I'm gonna quit. I could have just gave up, right? I could have gave up many times, and it's so easy to just give up. That's why people do it, because it's easy, right? There's only a certain percentage of people that actually make it to be successful because they know that it's hard work. It takes work to be your own boss.
Yes, it does. See, it's easy to join, but it's also easy to quit.
Yep.
So now, as far as coaching, my little tad bit on that is find someone who's doing it at the level you want to do.
That you want it, yes. And I always say you can copycat, but just copy the right cat.
Copy the right cat, yes.
Copy the right cat. And there's so many times where I'll see, you know, network marketers or home-based business, like you see what the leaders do. You see what the leaders post, like 6-7 figure earners. You see what they post, right? And still yet you'll see people who just aren't coachable, who will just do their own thing, who will just post whatever. Yeah, I was too. And then they'll complain about like, I'm not getting any customers, I'm not getting any results and things like that. But it's like, you see what the leaders do. Copy cat, but copy the right cat.
Yeah. And when we say copy, we don't mean do exactly as they do.
Yeah.
We mean model after them. That's what we mean by that.
Right. Like flip it into your own, like Mark is his own brand. I'm my own brand. Like make it into your own brand, but you see what they post. They post motivational stuff. They post videos, lives, right? They're talking about giving value and things like that. They're talking about actual things. Like I learn from lots of leaders, and then I go to my page and I basically just teach what I learn. Like learn and teach.
ILT. A good friend of mine, Ray Higdon, he coined
Ray
that
Higdon,
phrase.
I love Ray. Yes.
Invest, learn,
and teach. Yes.
And you, it's real easy for me to watch Tee's video. And if what she's talking about is something that my audience can use, I take a few notes, I turn around, and I repeat what she said, but I put it in my own words, put my own feel to it, my own spin. That's how you do that.
Exactly, because your followers are not my followers, and my followers aren't your followers. So, you know, and I remember watching Ray Higdon, now that you're talking about him, and I remember him saying like, because some people will probably say, well, you know, you copied that quote from this person, or where did you get that saying from and Ray Higdon basically was like, who cares? Like,
Right.
who cares? Right? Like you could say something that you learned from a book, and if you want to, you could say, hey, I read this book and I learned this in this book, and Think and Grow Rich.
I
Love.
talk about it all the time. Most of the stuff you hear me
Exactly.
say come from there.
So it doesn't matter if you're getting stuff from books or from a speaker, or it doesn't matter.
No,
At least you're teaching it to somebody else who doesn't know about it.
that's it. You don't like. We're not trying to teach Ray Higdon. We're not trying to teach Tony Robinson. We're not trying
Right.
to teach Les Brown. We're looking. I'm looking for Mark of 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
That's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for who looking for me. That's real. That's real simple.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, T. Now you got to tell me this, because most of the people who get into the home business industry, it don't matter what niche uh, or what company. Most people think in the first 90 days they're going to be rich. What did you think was going to happen in the first 90 days?
Well, like I said, I didn't really think, I thought it was not a scam, because I wouldn't have really signed up for it if I knew it was a scam, but I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. Like I said, I just said yes because I knew I wanted a change and I wanted to try it out, right? But I didn't expect to get rich in 90 days. That's not something that I expected. And I know there are people out there that think that that's what this is, and it's not a get rich quick scheme. Like, this is not for everybody. This
Right.
is not for that person who needs a babysitter. This is not for that person who needs someone to hold their hand and tell them what to do. Because there's a difference between an employee mindset and an entrepreneur mindset. And I
Absolutely.
had to learn that, an employee mindset, you have a boss, you have a manager, you have a supervisor, you have somebody telling you what to do, right? And then you have the entrepreneur mindset. And you have to know that you're now your own boss. You don't, if you're going to complain, if you're going to think that you're going to get rich tomorrow, if you think that by posting one post or two posts a day or three posts a day is going to get you attraction, then this probably ain't for you. If you think that you're going to get rich in 90 days, it's not for you, right? It takes work, it takes time, and it takes a lot of faith, a lot of faith and belief in order for
That's
you to
what I was
stay in
going
the
to say.
game.
Got to
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah. So when I first started, I didn't think I was going to get rich, and I didn't, but I just knew in my heart and in my mind I needed a change. And so when I started to get into the flow of, knowing my story and communicating with people, reaching out to people and stuff like that, then I started to understand more. And then months down the line, I didn't even know my compensation plan when I first joined. I didn't know it at all. But months down the line, I was like, okay, now I really got to get serious, and I got to learn my compensation plan to learn how to really grow and scale my business.
Yes.
Especially when my sponsor left, like I was like, I need to now do this on my own.
You need to know your
So
numbers.
yes, so I need to know my numbers. I need to know how the volume works. I need to know, all that stuff. All I knew when I first started was sell some weight loss products and get paid. That's all I knew.
And tell your story.
Yeah, and tell my story.
And guys, telling your story is very powerful because it helps people to connect with you. It makes you real.
Yeah.
If you don't have any problems, people don't believe you're real. So you don't have to get online and pretend you're all this in a bag of chips. You don't have to do that. Be
Yeah.
you. Be authentic. Tell your story.
I think people make it so complicated, and I get it. There's a lot to do with working from home. There's a lot of, different things that could better your business and stuff like that I've learned. But don't make it so complicated. even if I taught this to my team just the other night, but focus. Focus stands for follow one course until you're successful.
Yep.
So if you just follow one type of course that is going to be for like a 90-day span, and every single day you do that one course for 90 days, and then you evaluate yourself. Okay, am I getting results after those 90 days? Did I get any type of results? Where am I at? And then if it didn't give you a lot of great results, then change your focus, right? Like change another habit to the next 90 days or the next 30 days, whatever is your flow of, just plan it out. What is your goal and what is it that you want to do on a daily basis to reach that goal? But people just make it so complicated, like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to post, I got to go live, I got to do this, that, and I'm a mom and I do this part-time. I don't even do this full-time. Like I have to attend to my kids most of the time, right? Like by myself as a single mom, I have to attend to my children. I have to feed them, shower them, take them out to the park sometimes when they're driving me crazy in the house. So I know that, I know the whole thing of time management, right? Because I have to plan my day. I always get up before them. I wake up 2 hours before my sons wake up so I could get myself in peace mode so I don't drive myself insane, right? And then I plan out my day. Like, what is it today that I'm going to focus on? And I just go from there. But people make it too complicated where they think they got to do everything every day. You don't have to do everything every day. Just simply sit down and plan it out throughout the week.
Task.
Yeah.
Have your task completed and be done with it.
Exactly. Good stuff.
This has been an awesome video. I'm so grateful that you blessed my community. If some of these folks wanted to connect with you, and I hope they do, how can they connect with you?
Absolutely. Well, so you can go to my website. It's teeanatee.com. You can check out my products there, about me section as well. You can even schedule a phone call with me if you're looking to make an income from home. I love being able to work with moms in general because I'm a mom. So that's my flow. And then you can also go to my Instagram at @teeanatee, or you can add me on Facebook. And I also have a Facebook group. If you're interested in joining that, it's called Lose Weight Quick and Safe with Tee.
Awesome.
And that's TEE.
Guys, I will have that in the description. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna end this, but I want to talk to you for 1 second, so don't you go nowhere, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in to the Home Business Owner Show. We had another great guest. She is awesome. I'm going to put her where you can find her in the Lord descriptions. I had a brain for it.
I think it's called descriptions below. That's what it's called.
So I got you guys covered, and we'll see you guys on the next video.